Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Morning Must Knows. My name is Merlin Rothfeld. And, just when I think that these markets can't get any more exciting and that the volatility is going to kind of drain out because last week was so good, then the next week comes in and all of a sudden, bam, hits me with even more action. I mean, just take the top 8 markets that I look at every single day with regularity: the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Russell. We're talking gold. We're talking the dollar index. We're talking crude oil, all of which posted great gains last week. It was looking absolutely fantastic. Of course, can't all be winners. We had one market that was down last week, and that was the 10-year yield, which, of course, the yield dropping is good for our market, so go figure. Is this week going to be any different? I'm going to say yes. Right out the gate, I'm going to say yes, simply because we have an oddball week because of the holiday. Thursday markets will be closed, and on Friday we have a half day. So let's dive into the earnings calendar as we always do. As you see on the screen here, minimal. It's very, very light with regards to earnings this week. Only 249 companies. On Monday, we start things off with BHP, Allegiant, and Zoom. On Tuesday, you have Analog Devices, Dell, CrowdStrike, Workday, Autodesk, BHP, and Best Buy. Now, you're probably waiting for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but I'll be honest, there's really nothing there. Nothing cooking. It's a holiday week, so Thursday markets are closed, Friday's a half day, and Wednesday, there's not a lot of big names, kind of smaller stuff. So that's it for the earnings week, therefore much more tame than we have seen over the past few weeks. Now let's move across the pond, or actually southern hemisphere here, and go to an interest rate announcement coming out for New Zealand. Now this one may be impactful for you because the New Zealand dollar has been on an aggressive sell-off over the past couple of months. They are expected to cut their rates from 4.75 down to 4.25, an aggressive 50 basis point cut. That will happen Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you are trading that New Zealand dollar, be very careful. Could be a lot of volatility with that bad boy because it has been in such an aggressive downtrend as you just saw. Risk on type of trade here. So be careful with the New Zealand dollar, but you should get a lot of movement on Tuesday at about 8 p.m. Eastern time. Now let's move back to the U.S. Talk about inflation data. All right, I know. Shoot me now, Merlin. You're driving me crazy with inflation stuff. Well, this one's rather interesting. If we look at this chart, you can see that on the hard right edge, we have a number of 0.3. Now, obviously, since the COVID pandemic, where the big drop down in 2020, we've been rather elevated with regards to our core PCE price index. Now, on Wednesday, the next number will be released for the month, and we are expecting that number to be what? Industry expects it to be 0.3 again. Now, is this good or is this bad? Well, I'll be honest, I don't think it's very good. Remember, the Fed has said our target is 2% inflation. If we take 0.3 times that by 12, which would give you an annual rate, you're looking at 3.6%, which is significantly higher than what the Fed has said they would like it to be. So that, in my opinion, is a pretty big problem. Now, we don't know which way it's going to go, further down the road, but if we do continue to see 0.3 and 0.3 and 0.3, that means that the Fed is going to have to stop cutting rates and potentially raise rates to slow down inflation. But that, of course, is going to be months down the road. Just know that on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, we should get a significant amount of market volatility, which, of course, means excitement for you and I as traders. And our final piece for the week, it is, of course, Thanksgiving. On behalf of everybody here at Trading Academy, we hope that you spend some quality time with your family and friends. Get away from these markets, at least for Thursday. Markets are closed unless you trade crypto. Everything else is going to be shut down. So go spend it with your friends and family. Do something fun. Love thy neighbor. And hopefully you come back all refreshed for the next week. Now, if you are planning on trading on Friday, it is a half day. That's a half day. Normally, for me, on half days, I don't trade them. I just leave them alone because typically you have very low liquidity, erratic moves that don't really function with the supply and demand principles that we teach at Trading Academy. So that, my friends, is your Monday morning must-knows. Be safe. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us. We will see you next week.